Kombat Kast starts now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quan /Khameleon Kombat Kast.
Yeah, you forget what we do here?
I wanted to add something more to it, but I couldn't think of anything. So, welcome to the Kombat Kast. I'm one of your hosts, Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios.
I am Derek Kurtzik, one of the designers here at NetherRealm Studios.
That was big.
That's how I roll.
Stephanie Brownback, QA lead.
Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining,
Thank
as
you.
usual. Very exciting today. We have Quan Chi.
Yep.
We're going to walk
Yep.
through Quan Chi, which is awesome. We're going to walk through Khameleon.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some new things coming up with the new season and
Big
whatnot.
things, yeah.
Some really cool information I think you'll all enjoy. But before we do that, most of you have probably seen it, but we want to just start the cast off well.
Just in case you haven't.
Just in case you haven't, we're going to roll the Quan Chi trailer.
Get it.
Put your demons at my command, and we'll talk.
Do you think my hand that weak, Bihar?
Fight.
Anyone who draws power from the Netherrealm
Is destined to be a god among men.
I had hoped our alliance would be more deadly.
All in good time, Shang Tsung.
Finish him. Fatality. Quan Chi wins. Flawless victory.
You wish to fight me?
Not fight. Beat senseless.
Okay, awesome. And you're going to see more about that today, but let's go through real quickly, starting with you, Stephanie. What stands out to you? What you're most excited about for Quan Chi from that trailer?
The spooky skeletons. I love when skeletons come out during his moves, and I think we'll show more there. It's what a fun way to have this necromancer, fight.
You love spooky stuff,
I love spooky
That's
stuff,
true.
yeah.
How can you not love spooky stuff?
right? DK?
I like the big skull. It makes me always go like... Like anytime I see any of the skulls, I just...
I feel like you should have to do the noise when you do it.
One of my favorites is I've always loved the stomp. The teleport stomp
Right.
move has always been one of my favorite moves in all of MK games. I just love the way it looks and how visceral it is.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
excited about that. So before we move on to Quan Chi, a couple things we do want to discuss. As we've talked about maybe on Twitter some places, crossplay is coming in February between PS5, Xbox, and PC. So we're very excited about that. So that's on
Get
track.
hype. Yep.
Get
Yes.
hype.
Get
That's on
hype.
track to come in February. We are adding a Wi-Fi filter, which means, like previous games, you will now be able to decline matches based on connection.
Yes,
Yes.
based on their connection type.
We also have patch notes coming, which you'll be able to see very soon. And we've done some changes in certain places, added a lot of quality of life stuff like we always do.
Yep.
But we've done some things with cameos. So I want to give a couple little hints
I was gonna
about
say,
those.
give a little hint.
Little teasers.
Kano's eye laser is now a mid.
Ooh.
Sonya's energy rings are also
Mid.
Yes. And now Kung Lao's buzzsaw, which is also his low hat, is now no longer plus when it's point blank. So, like, say Johnny Cage does something, drops it on you.
Right.
Point blank.
Yeah, it's not still his turn.
Have to think a little bit harder.
Yeah, so that's that. But again, lots of other stuff that you can read in the patch notes when we release them. Derek,
Sup?
let's talk a little bit about some invasion stuff.
Sure. So we're going to have another new seasonal tower with exclusive palettes attached to that. We also added...
I played the heck out of that, by the way.
Good.
So.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody completed it like 400 times.
Yes, that's awesome.
Insane.
So I did not play that.
No,
the heck
you do
out
not
of
own the record.
Right, I got all the skins, but I did not get that record.
Same.
And then we've added the intros to classic towers.
Yep.
And also to like mini bosses, major bosses, Titan fights. So now they've got those quips and the little dialogue that you know people have been asking
Yeah,
for.
people have been asking for that, so we've put it out throughout the game in other places.
Yeah, it's really exciting for all those lore weirdos out there like me.
Yes.
No insults.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
We do not have a new Mesa coming this season. We did shuffle a couple around. There's new pathways, new content, new bosses, new rewards.
New hints.
The new hints and
Yeah.
clues, yes. And then also, we just did a couple quality of life things too. Like in the seasonal tower, it seemed like the beginning fights started with mini bosses and then they got easier. We fixed that. We just did one of these.
Yeah.
We flipped the tower. And then also, boss fights have more intense music that will play too. We just felt like that was just fun little things that we could inject into
amp it up a little bit.
Yeah, just kick it up a notch.
Dig it.
I also think the final boss of this season, I think, is the coolest one yet.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a fun little Easter egg to it for sure. And spoiler alerts, it's Season of Ice. Sub-Zero is our invading force and his icy minions. So very excited.
One thing I forgot. Are you that it for you? Or are you have more?
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Forgot to add one thing. Darius might have a new move as a cameo.
You might.
Oh my god.
Just spoiler alert, might have a new move as a cameo.
So what you're saying is we might add moves to characters through development?
Who
That's
knows?
crazy.
Might
Very
happen.
cool.
Might happen. Awesome. So I think we should maybe get to the main event here.
Quan Chi, yeah.
And you had asked before that you would like to do a little lore breakdown.
Well, I always enjoy, you know,
It's been a while.
not
It's been a
everyone
while.
started with the
Stephanie's
older
lore
games.
minute
That's
has been
right.
gone for a while.
So Quan Chi debuted simultaneously, basically, in 2 games. Mortal Kombat Mythologies, which was a prequel, and then Mortal Kombat 4, which was obviously the sequel to 3. So he debuted in the story before MK1, and then in MK4 he was introduced as a playable character. And he is basically the ultimate like necromancer, wizard, overall bad guy.
A lot of skeletons in his closet.
Yes, he
Booyah.
has his hands in every little pie. If something's going wrong, he probably was there.
Right.
Stirring the pot.
Right, yeah, exactly. He's a real schemer. And then Khameleon debuted in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, but only for N64. The PlayStation, Saturn, and PC versions had Boy Khameleon, spelled with a K, and N64 got Girl Khameleon, spelled with a K. Or, sorry, Boy Khameleon, spelled with a C.
Right.
And then she later reappeared in the Wii version of Armageddon. So this is actually the first time where she'll be in all the versions together, and everyone can enjoy Girl Khameleon.
It is always a pleasure to hear you do that.
Well, there are other versions of Trilogy that didn't have either Khameleon. Like there's a Gamecom version that I have in my apartment and stuff like that. There's a Tiger Electronics one. Anyway.
Those are some memory lanes. Tiger
right.
Electronics. Wow.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, this is super exciting. Khameleon and Quan Chi are very interesting characters, and I think these are some of the coolest takes on the characters that we've done.
All right.
Well,
So
you
let's
wanna
go.
go in?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so probably the coolest thing about Quan Chi is instead of, like martial arts and like something weird like kickboxing or whatever, he uses his powers. Like the first thing I want to show is a lot of his normal attacks are him summoning a skeleton or this tentacle. It's a creature from another dimension that he brings into the fight.
Via these like rifts and portals.
Exactly, right. He's a free roaming sorcerer, meaning he can open portals to any dimension without any kind of regulation.
I just don't think he wants to get his hands dirty.
Well, yeah, he's also a very lazy fighter, a very clever fighter. So I figured we'll go over some of his normals. He also, I think one thing notable, he has a lot of overhead and low mix-ups.
Oh, good. I love those.
Like right here is an overhead big claw from his creature. Even his jabs use the creature, so a lot of range.
That's awesome.
He also has this magical overhead where he can charge it, pop you up. This big string where it ends with this punch at the end, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, I do love the like kind of throwback to him like punching and kicking through portals.
Yes.
I think it's super cool.
That was a great thing about MKX, and this is one of my favorites. Just his standing 4 is this full screen, anywhere on screen poke.
That's dirty.
Oh, that's anywhere.
Yeah, it's anywhere. And then up close, he has this, and I think this is a really fun mix-up. He can go overhead, or he can trick you and go low. And then I think probably my number one favorite thing that I get a kick out of is just his simple block animation. Spooky green skull.
I love it.
That's cool.
So let's go over his special moves, which are equally crazy. The first I'll show is he has this low tentacle grab. And you can use that mix up like use an overhead, so instead you can go low. And if you EX it, it's a combo starter.
Nice.
He also has the classic MK4 skull.
You have to. You
And
have
if
to.
he EXs it, he can make it go slow.
Oh.
So it's more like R, 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 R. Or it can make it go fast. And that'll eat up projectiles, literally.
Awesome.
And he has an air one.
Love it. So he's got zoning. So he really
Yeah.
plays into this kind of like mage category.
Exactly. He also has this cool bone cage. So he can do close, medium, or far, and it will stun them briefly. But what's really neat is if he EXs it, they're trapped and he can move around, and they actually can move, but they can't go forward or back. So they could like try to jump out, which you can then anticipate.
Right.
And they can even do special moves like teleport. Then of course you can predict that. But they can't actually like traverse left or right. So it's not quite a stun move, but it's this weird containment
Just
thing.
a trap.
It's a very interesting move. He also has his teleport shot. Straight from MK4.
You got to have
This is his armored move if he EXs it. You can do it from the air or the sky. It's pretty quick. It's a great anti-zoning tool, or if you just want to get out of pressure.
Love it.
Yeah, I love
then-
his stomp to the face.
Another zoning tool he has is these overhead fireballs. He summons them close, medium, or far. Or he can EX it. It'll track the opponent, pop them up, and then it'll bop them over the head.
We don't have a lot of characters that you can either alter the speed and pace of their projectiles
Right.
and or like where they, if they're close, medium, or far.
Yeah, it's pretty unique and a lot of fun for the person doing the zoning rather than just kind of spamming a straight fireball,
Right,
which
with
you
tracking.
can do. You can also do fun stuff with tracking. And this can also complement his low. And then he also has this really cool buff where he summons a portal to the nether realm, and if he's in this purple energy, all of his fireballs get new properties.
That's so cool.
They do more damage, he gets triple ones, or this is really cool. Once this hits, they actually fall down and they can get into combos. Then he has an EX version, which is a totally different move, where he summons this repelling force, and the opponent, sorry,
It's all good.
I didn't do the EX one, where the opponent then can't actually advance forward.
Oh, what?
Push me back.
Yeah, so you can use that in like push them in the corner to make moves safe. Like you can't exactly punish a down one from far away if you can't reach because of it. And he can control it by holding the button and then move around. And it's the same with the purple one.
Very cool.
Yeah, so overall I think, we should probably show his throw. I think he's got some really good range, really good mix-ups, really good setups. Like he's a tricky kind of thinking character. I think he's going to be someone, if you like creativity, that kind of character, which I think is really, really cool.
He's strong on zoning.
Yes.
And once you start getting moving, it's just really kind of pretty how all the portals popping and
Yes.
jumping around. It's really
Yeah, his
cool.
VFX, like a lot in this game, are really, really cool.
You might have this. That might be my favorite skill here.
So let's check out his Fatal Blow.
All right.
All right, Wule.
Goulet indeed.
So you guys want to see Khameleon?
I think we do.
I think we get time for it. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So Khameleon has the ability to swap between the classic girl ninjas, Katana, Jade, Melina. The trick is, you don't get to choose. It's totally random. And it's based on either a timer or you deciding when it cycles, but you never get to pick. You'll never get the same ninja twice in a row, but it'll always be one of the three. Each has 2 different moves. One is an ambush move, and one is a summon move. And they're very unique. She also has, though, first of all, this mirror move that she can always do where the opponent will, or the player will take half damage if you hit her, so it's like an armored move. She'll always have access to that. Then otherwise she gets these awesome ninja moves. So right away I'll show you, I happen to be Melina.
Oh, the best.
The classic roll. It's a combo starter, and then you see I switch. So now I have Katana, and she can do the fan toss.
Cool.
And now I have Jade, and she can do her glow and be projectile immune.
Nice.
So normally it's on a countdown. You can just see it cycling. But after every move, if you hold down R1, it'll automatically cycle to one of them. So for example, I'll do the glaive, keep R1 held, and now I switch to Melina, and I have side toss and roll. Or then if I want to hold it, now I'm Jade again, so I can do glow, hold it, switch. Ooh, I got Katana. I got fan lift, where
cool.
she lifts the player instead of the opponent,
So
and you
it's
can
a
do
mobility
combos. Exactly, instead of a combo starter. And then the final neat thing is all 3 have their own individual combo breaker and throw animations. So she has 3 unique throw animations,
That's
which is
awesome.
really neat. So I think she has really, really great moves that have many uses, but the trick is keeping track which one you are and choosing, do you want to cycle, do you want to stay a little bit longer, how long is the timer going down? So it's kind of like what we did with Tremor, but in a different functionality, and it's very neat. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun to see tournament players and K-League players, like all the different moves, the different combo possibilities are very unique. I think it's a really neat way to throw back to how she worked in the trilogy back in the day.
Also, the internet loved her bob. Her hair.
She looks awesome. Yeah, I love her outfit.
It's super cool.
Awesome. So
That's Khameleon,
Khameleon.
yeah.
There you go.
there we are. Quan Chi, Khameleon, new season, lots of things happening.
Yeah.
Very exciting, yeah.
Quan Chi, available the 14th on Thursday.
Early access.
Yes, early access, and Khameleon in January.
Yep.
Correct. And of course, we'll have like the free trial towers as well. That will also be live and active. If you didn't purchase, you can try it for free.
Anything else? Oh,
Birthday shout-outs.
Right.
How could you almost forget?
I don't know. Honestly, how could I?
Okay, all right. I thought that was about it. Happy birthday to MK Dan, Matt Burke, John Martinez, Tobias Moose, Kyle Smyers, Christine Lethaby, Karina Rodriguez, Josh Slingerland, and one of our favorite OGs, Tony Gaski.
Right on. Nice.
Bam!
Nice job.
Birthday shout-outs.
As
Pretty
usual,
good.
nice
Brought
job.
to you by us.
A lot of cool people
Bam.
there.
So before we go, we do QA, as they do usually, have created a match
Yep.
with Quan Chi, and we are going to show that. And we probably won't even talk over this. We're just going to show it in all its glory. So with that, thank you so much for joining us on this Quan Chi Khameleon walkthrough. Happy holidays
Happy
to
holidays.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Have fun.
We will see you very
Online.
soon. See you online. Thank you so much for joining us on this Kombat Kast, and we will see you next time.
I must now take away.
You won't punish me as you did Shujinko.
Round 2, fight! Final round, fight! Fatality. Quan wins.